How did you perform last month? Did you achieve all of your targets? Watch this entire video to see how you can break through your sales level. A lot of times, entrepreneurs or coaches or professionals, they struggle to reach their targets or get more customers because they're using the wrong strategy. Maybe, for example, you want more clients, more coaching clients, more people to buy your products and your service. So what could be stopping you from reaching your goal and getting the clients that you really want? Let me share with you about the two oceans, the blue ocean and the red ocean. This story reveals a powerful, very powerful secret on how to break through and be successful in business. In fact, this is how I coach my brother to go from broke to making $1 million per year in business. When I started coaching my brother, he came to me for coaching. And in fact, one of the things that I share with him is a metaphor, a story about, I reminded my brother how him and I went on a fishing expedition on a mountain. You see, about 20 years ago, my brother and I went fishing on a mountain in British Columbia. We were very excited. We had our backpacks full of gear, our tents and our fishing rods and food and everything. And we were so excited to go up this mountain in British Columbia. And as we headed up the mountain, feeling excited on a hot, sunny day, one of the mistakes that my brother and I made is we just didn't bring enough water. And on our way up, we ran out of water, and it was so hot that day. It was so hot, in fact, that we ran out of water. We dehydrated. This is what we call the struggle stage of achieving our goal, right? We had a choice. Do we turn back and give up, or do we keep going up the mountain? And that day, my brother and I, we were sweating and trying to make our way up the mountain. It was a very, very high mountain, but we ran out of water. Well, we decided to prevail and keep going, keep the journey going, even though we were dehydrated. Now, as you know, this is very dangerous. People die from dehydration. So that was a hard choice to make. But we went up the mountain, and that night, my brother and I slept in our tent completely dehydrated, very dangerous. I woke up the next morning, I found a stream of water, and I remember putting that water in my mouth, and it was the most amazing thing. It was pure ecstasy as I put that water in my mouth, and it felt so good. So here we are in a mountain, and my brother and I are now gonna go fishing. So we find a lake, a second lake up a little bit higher on the mountain, and we cast out our fishing rods to catch fish, but we don't catch anything. So we go around the lake, and about at the rock place, I remember the rock, there was a rock there, and I cast out my rod, and the first cast, I catch a fish. My brother cast out his rod, and he catches a fish on the first cast. So wow, we're very excited. The feeling of catching a fish is extremely fun, right? And then I cast again and I catch another fish. My brother cast again and he caught another fish. In fact, between him and I, we caught about 7 fish each. They were small fish, they were brown trout, but nevertheless, every cast we caught a fish. And I remember that night feeling, wow, that was amazing, how easy. We never experienced that where it was so easy to catch fish. And that night, my brother and I had a feast, of fish. I remember cooking the fish in garlic butter in a pan on a hot fire, looking at the stars and feeling, wow, this is such an amazing moment. That was one of the best nights of my life. And I told that story to my brother to remind him that when you do business, you want to make sure that you don't have a red ocean. You see, a red ocean, everybody's fighting for clients. But a blue ocean, nobody fishes in that ocean. And that means you're not fighting to get customers. And the same way, I told my brother that story. I said, listen, you got to get into business where, there's not so much competition, where you're not fighting for everything, right? So my brother and I made a plan, and his plan was that he would basically start a construction business where there wasn't much competition. In fact, there was very little. As a result, he grew his business to making $1 million per year. Would you like to make $1 million per year, right? And that's about almost 30 million baht. And I gotta tell you, he just recently spoke to me and he sent me photos of his sailboats. He sent me photos of his motorboat and his ski-doos and sea-doos and all the toys he has, you know. And he was so excited telling me what the lifestyle he has now that he's achieved that. Now, as you can imagine, he's very grateful towards me for putting his trust in me to coach him on how to grow his business. So, by the way, my brother had come to Thailand. He went to all of our seminars and he learned the law of attraction from me. He learned NLP from me. He learned, even the coaching from me. So, it was immersion training that helped him to get there, but it was also this story so he can make that insight that we don't want to be in a red ocean. We want to be in a blue ocean. So there you go. That's the story. If you like this story and you want to help somebody to get more customers, then share this video, because when you're sharing this video, you're helping somebody else have a breakthrough in their business. So share this video now.